There's a lot of different items in Pokemon, so here's a few that you haven't even thought of putting on your team. We can thank Gen 2 for the idea of giving our cute little battle pets weapons. That one decision shaped the competitive landscape to this day. The Big Nugget isn't really even supposed to be a held item. It's supposed to be a treasure you find that sells for a massive wad of cash. But if you give it to a Pokemon and teach it the move Fling, it turns into a gold-plated cannonball that hits a 130 base power, which actually puts it on par with the strongest ever Dark-type move, G-Max Womblow, which is a Dynamax move. This next one is Wolf Glick's worst nightmare, the Shed Shell. This item has one effect and one effect only. It means you can switch this Pokemon out of battle without fail. Completely destroys Peristrap teams, but since that's its only use, I don't think we'll be seeing this at the next regionals. Room Service is an item I've been desperately trying to put on my team for months now. This thing lowers your Pokemon's speed when Trick Room goes up. For those who don't know, Trick Room inverts speed stats, so going slower actually makes you faster while the dimensions are twisted. So this item means you can Uno reverse your opponents who rely on Trick Room to function. Finally, the Ring Target is another example of why items that only really work well when you give them to your opponent never really see any use outside of hyper-specific strategies. This thing removes any immunities of the Pokemon holding it, and since immunities are almost always something you want, it makes the Ring Target something you'd only use if you have a really devious plan. Have you ever found a really cool use for a really niche item in Pokemon? If so, we want to know the story of how it went, and make sure to follow for more.